So what seems to be the problem here, ma'am?
So, today in Florida, it's very hot. We could edit all this, but anyway, what my problem is that my AC is blowing hot on one side of the car and cold on the other side. So if you're the passenger, you have plenty of cold air, but if you're the driver, it's very hot. So what's the problem?
In this video, we're going to show you how to remove and replace the driver's side AC blend door for 2005 Cadillac CTS. Overall, it's a pretty easy process to locate and remove. You're definitely going to get into some awkward positions underneath the dash, but it's either get in there and do it yourself or pay somebody else to do it. And if you're having the same problem, but on the passenger side, it's even easier to locate and remove. It's just underneath the footwell in the passenger side, right below the glove box. The driver's side heater and AC blend door actuator controls these vents, the far left and the two center. The passenger side AC blend door actuator controls these two vents on the passenger side. Here are the only tools needed to remove the AC blend door actuator. Under the dash near the gas pedal, you'll be looking for the actuator and 3 screws, 2 mounting screws and 1 small screw to hold the wiring harness. It is not easy to get to, but it can be done. Most likely you'll be on your back looking up. Once the lower panel is removed, you will find the AC blend door actuator down near the footwell near the gas pedal. There are an upper and lower screw holding the actuator in place and a third screw holding the wiring harness in place. The upper screw is the easiest one to get and can be removed with a short, stubby Phillips screwdriver. The second screw is the harder of the two to remove and requires a short 90-degree bend Phillips screwdriver, and you can remove it by turning the screw a quarter at a time. Once the unit is unscrewed, just unplug it. To install, just reverse the removal instructions. Now everything's back to normal. We have full control over heat and AC, driver and passenger side. If you're having the same problem on the passenger side, it is even easier to locate and remove. It is located underneath the passenger side dash. Overall, it's pretty easy to locate and remove. You're definitely going to get into some pretty awkward positions underneath the dash, but it's either you're going to do it or pay somebody else to do it. It's not that hard. I think it took about 15 minutes total. With the right tools, not a problem.